Hello, it's Dolly. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen of Yonkers, New York. It's time to get this show started. Before I start my matchmaking duties and get all of you singles set up for true love, I have a few very important announcements to make. I must concentrate when selecting someone's soulmate, so please make sure all of your devices are turned off so as not to disrupt my process. Also, while I quite enjoy having my picture taken, that bright flash can become distracting, so please, no flash photography. Our town has been blessed with many patrons who donate their time and money to keep things moving. As my late husband, Ephraim Levi, always said, oh, well, you'll hear all about that later. I would like to express my gratitude towards Reynolds & Reynolds Printing, Winthrop University, Founders Credit Union, Amy Worthman at Edward Jones Financial, Vivian with Main Street Travel, and Rogers Builders for their contributions to my matchmaking efforts. Also, we have amazing townsfolk in Yonkers, many of whom have joined a very special society that supports us. So, I would like to especially thank the Northwestern Theater Booster Club members. Well, it's finally that time. Matchmaking must commence, so let's get started with our show.
Spinsters recommend. Just name the kind of man your sister wants and she'll snatch him up. Don't forget to bring your maiden aunt and she'll match him up. Call on Dolly if your eldest daughter needs a friend. Just name the kind of man your sister wants and she'll snatch him up. Don't forget to bring your maiden aunt and she'll match him up. Call on
Dolly Levi! That's right, Mrs. Dolly Levi, born Gallagher. Social introductions, ladies and gentlemen of excellent family, introduced under the most respectable conditions in an atmosphere of elegance and refinement. Object, matrimony. Unfortunately, I won't be able to offer my lightning service today, as I have a previous appointment in Yonkers, New York, arranging the second marriage of Mr. Horace Vandergelder, the well-known half-a-millionaire. As my late husband, Ephraim Levi, always said, that means he's got at least $60,000 in cash. I'll do my best to have you carried across someone's threshold before the week is out. Now, might I also mention I am available for financial consultation, instruction in the guitar and mandolin, short distance hauling, and varicose veins reduced.
Call on Dolly. She's the one the spinsters recommend. Just name the kind of man your sister wants and she'll snatch him up. Don't forget to bring your maiden aunt and she'll match him up. Call on Dolly.
Mrs. Levi!
Oh, Mr. Kemper, the artist! Oh, you know, I am something of an artist myself. I do those little silhouettes with the scissors and the black paper. Oh, here's one of Ada Rehan looking the other way. I do them like that because I am no good at noses.
Mrs. Levi, the train for Yonkers is in 5 minutes, and if we don't get there on time...
Oh, but we will, Mr. Kemper. And not only will Horace Vandergelder give you permission to marry his niece, Ermengarde, but he will dance at your wedding. And not alone either, because I happen to be engaged in finding him a suitable second wife himself. What he really wants is someone steady to clean the house. As my late husband, Ephraim Levi, always said, marriage is a bribe to make a housekeeper think she's a householder.
I know all about it, Mrs. Levi. Half of New York says he's going to propose to Mrs. Irene Malloy this very afternoon.
Which is exactly why I'm on my way to Yonkers this morning and can take on your case and knock off 4 lovebirds with 1 stone, or whatever I'll throw, all seeing. Oh, would you look at that? I have nothing here to pay my train fare with. Only large bills, 5s and 7s.
I have some change here somewhere. I hope this isn't a wild goose chase, Mrs. Levi.
Oh, and speaking of poultry, I am also available for fresh Jersey eggs, surgical corsets reboned, ears pierced, and pierced ears replugged.
Mrs. Levi!
Just name the kind of man your sister wants and she'll snatch him up. Don't forget to bring your maiden aunt and she'll match him up. Call on Dolly.
Tell me, Mrs. Levi, what's on this for you?
A living, Mr. Kemper. Some people paint, some sew. I meddle. I have always been a woman who arranges things for the pleasure and the profit it derives. I have always been a woman who arranges things like furniture and daffodils and lives. girl with a timid tongue meets a man with a diffident air. Why should the tortured creatures beat around the bush when heaven knows Mother Nature always needs a little push? So I put my hand in here, I put my hand in there. And a girl over 6'3" loves a man who comes up to her ear. Surely it's obvious she'll never be seduced till some kind soul condescends to give her beau a little boost. Well, I put my hand in here, I put my hand in there. I have always been a woman who arranges things. It's my duty to assist the Lord above. I have always been a woman who arranges things like luncheon parties, poker games, and love. My aplomb at cosmetic art turned a frump to a trump lady fair. She had a countenance a little bit like Scrooge, but oh, today you would swear the Lord himself applied the rouge. Well, I put my hand in here. Stir a little, him a little, her a little, shape a little, mold a little. Some poor chap gets sold a little. When I move my fist a little, some young maiden gets the giggles. Pressure with the thumbs. Matrimony comes when I put my hand in there.
Mrs. Levi!
Oh, Mr. Kemper! Now don't you worry. You board the train, order us lunch, and get a window seat. I will meet you on board. Ephraim Levi, I'm getting married again. I'm going to marry Horace Vandergelder for his money and send it circulating among the people like rainwater, the way you taught me. And I would like a sign from you sometime today that you approve. It won't be a marriage in the sense we had one, but I certainly will make him happy. And I'm tired, Ephraim, tired of living from hand to mouth, so I would like that sign.
Mrs. Levi!
Sometime today. Now, don't you worry, Mr. Kemper. We will board that train. We will make it to Yonkers. You will marry Ermengarde. Just leave everything to me. For when my little pinky wiggles, some young maiden gets the giggles. Then I make my knuckles active. He says she's so attractive. Then I move my index digit, and they both begin to fidget. Pressure with the palms. The preacher reads a psalm when I put my hand in there.
I supposed to play Yonkers, my Yonkers, with all that bellowing in my ears?
I can't help it, Uncle. I love Ambrose Kemper.
And I say you're too young to be in love with anybody. Here, take this.
I'm not too young. I'm 17. And in another year, I'll be an old maid.
Dare to be an old maid, Ermengarde, and I'll cut you off without a cent. And don't cry in front of the store.
I can't help it. I'm unhappy.
Then by thunder, you'll go and weep a while in New York where it won't be noticed. Now go upstairs and pack your trunk. And don't get any tears on the lock. It's dustbin oil. Cornelius, Barnaby.
You stamped, Mr. Vandergelder?
I did. I got news for you both. I'm going to New York this afternoon to march in the 14th Street Association Parade, and when I come back, you're going to have a mistress.
Oh, I'm too young, Mr. Vandergelder.
Not yours, hell and damnation, mine. I mean, I'm getting married again. And in honor of that fact, I'm promoting you, Cornelius, to chief clerk.
And what am I now, Mr. Vandergelder?
You're an impertinent fool, that's what you are. And I'm promoting you from impertinent fool to chief clerk. Any more questions?
Yes?
What?
Does the chief clerk get one evening off a week?
So, that's how you thank me for your promotion, is it? No, sir, you'll attend to the store as usual. Now get back to work. And don't forget to put the lid back on the sheep dip. Evenings off. Marrying artists. Foolishness. 99% of the world is foolish, and the rest of us are in great danger of contamination. Why, even I was foolish once. I was young, which was foolish. I got married, which was foolish. And for a time, I was poor, which was more foolish than anything else combined. Then my wife died, which was foolish of her. I grew older, which was sensible of me. And then I became rich, friendless, and mean, which in Yonkers is about as far as you can go. Now you may be wondering why anybody as sensible as me would be doing anything as foolish as getting married again. The answer is simple. This house without a woman would be an empty shell, and pretty dirty too. It takes a woman all powdered in pink to joyously clean out the drain in the sink. And it takes an angel with long golden lashes and soft Dresden fingers for dumping the ashes.
Yes, it takes a woman, a dainty woman, a sweetheart, a mistress, a wife. Oh yes, it takes a woman, a fragile woman, to bring you the sweet things in life.
The frail young maiden who's constantly there for washing and bluing and shoeing the mare. And it takes a female for setting the table and weaving the guernsey and cleaning the stable.
Yes, it takes a woman, a dainty woman, a sweetheart, a mistress, a wife. Oh yes, it takes a woman, a fragile woman, to bring you the sweet things in life. And so she'll work until infinity. 3 cheers for femininity.
Get out of here! And in the winter, she'll shovel the ice and lovingly set out the traps for the mice. She's a joy and treasure, for practically speaking, for whom can you turn when the plumbing is leaking?
To that dainty woman, that fragile woman, that sweetheart, that mistress, that wife. Oh yes, it takes a woman,
A husky woman.
to bring you the sweet things in life. Oh yes, it takes a woman, a dainty woman, a sweetheart, a mistress, a wife. Oh yes, it takes a woman, a fragile woman, to bring you the sweet things in life.
Now get out of here, all of you, go!
Congratulations! Congratulations! 1,000 congratulations!
What?
Congratulations, Mr. Vandergelder! All of New York is buzzing with the news that you have practically proposed to Irene Malloy. The streets are lined with eligible young ladies prostrate with grief. Oh, my congratulations. And sympathy.
Sympathy?
Did I say that? A slip of the tongue, that's all. No, I am delighted with the news. After all, she wasn't easy to unload. And by that I mean, well, you heard the rumors. Although I, for one, never believed them. No, I didn't.
Rumors? What rumors?
Nothing to get upset about, Mr. Vandergelder. According to all known facts, her first husband passed on quite naturally. It's just that he went so sudden. A few spoonfuls of chowder she made special for him, and poof. Oh, but it could happen to anyone. No, there's no truth in it. Just a word of advice, Mr. Vandergelder. Eat out.
Now, hold on, Mrs. Levi. You mean to say that...
I mean to say nothing. Just friendly advice. Keep away from the chowder. By the way, she's ordered her wedding dress. Beautiful. You should see it. Black. Well, as I was saying, congratulations on your forthcoming nuptials, and may you rest in, may guardian angels watch over you both, particularly at dinner.
Now, hold on, Mrs. Levi. You introduced me to Mrs. Malloy, and rumors or not, I intend on calling on her as arranged.
Very well. Then I guess there's nothing else for me to do than go back to New York and tell the other girl, the heiress, not to wait.
What did you say?
Nothing. A word. Heiress.
Particulars. Mrs. Levi, I demand particulars. Her name.
Her name? Money. Ernestina Money.
What a lovely name.
Picture, if you will, hair as shiny as a newly minted dime, eyes as big and round as silver dollars, skin as soft and mossy as an old greenback.
I can feel her now.
Age, 19. Weight, 102. Waist, 47.
Waist 47?
That's with the money belt. Now, I could arrange for you to meet this Ernestina this very afternoon.
I ain't got the time, Mrs. Levi. I've got to get down to New York this afternoon to get my niece Ermengarde away from a certain Ambrose Kemper.
Well, I could help you with that, Mr. Vandergelder. I know how to handle such things.
Then I'm off to march in the 14th Street Parade.
Well, what a coincidence. Guess who's been chosen to ride in the main float? The spirit of 14th Street, Miss Money. Her mother was a cash, you know.
All right. I'll meet Miss Money. But I still intend on calling on Mrs. Malloy first.
Oh, very well. What races you make me run. I will meet you in front of Mrs. Malloy's hat shop at 2:30 as usual.
And one more thing, Mrs. Levi. Suppose I don't like Miss Money, and I don't care for much for Mrs. Malloy neither.
Well then, I happen to have one more name on my list. A name I know almost as well as my own. But let's not get into that now. It'll come up by itself all in good time. Just you wait. Well, wait till you see Ernestina Horace. A vision, a dream.
It takes a woman all powdered in pink to joyously clean out the drain in the sink. And it takes an angel with long golden lashes and soft wristed fingers for dumping the ashes.
Yes, it takes a woman, a dainty woman. You know, Ephraim, I think I'm going to have that room done over in blue wallpaper. Yes, in blue. Ermengarde, Ambrose, get down here. We have got plans to make.
Chief clerk. Promoted from chief clerk to chief clerk. Oh, and if I'm good, in another 10 years, I'll be promoted to chief clerk again. 33 years old, and I still don't get a single evening free. When am I going to live?
You can live on holidays, Cornelius.
You remember what we did last Christmas? All of those canned tomatoes went bad and exploded, and you and I cleaned up the mess all afternoon. Do you call that living?
No.
Barnaby, you and I are going to New York!
Do you mean close the store?
Uh-huh.
Cornelius, we can't.
Oh, we'll have to. Some more, rotten tomato cans are going to explode.
Holy cabooses! How do you know?
I'm going to light this candle under them. That's how I know. They'll make such a smell. Customers won't even be able to come into the place for 24 hours. That'll get us an evening free. We are going to New York, Barnaby, and we are going to live. We're going to have a good meal. We're going to spend our money. We're going to be in danger. We're going to get arrested.
Holy cabooses!
And one more thing. You and I aren't coming back to Yonkers until we've each kissed a girl.
Oh, Cornelius, you can't do that. You don't know any girls.
I'm 33 years old. I've got to begin sometime.
I'm only 17, Cornelius. It isn't so urgent for me.
To New York, to Barnaby, elevated trains, the lights of Broadway. The stuffed whale at Barnum's Museum.
A stuffed whale?
A stuffed whale. What do you say, Barnaby?
Yes, Cornelius, yes!
Ermengarde? No.
Look,
No. Now the first thing to do is make you both financially independent. I know. I'll find you a job. Can you dance?
I'm an artist, Mrs. Levi. I paint.
Oh, well then, my card.
Mrs. Dolly Levi. Painters taught to dance?
Now there's a man, Rudolph Reisenweber, who works at the Harmonia Gardens restaurant on 14th Street. I'll send him a note, and we'll see if he can't have you two entered into the polka contest tonight. The prize is a week's engagement and a solid gold cup. The cups we won, Ephraim and me.
Hold on, Mrs. Levi. No fiancé of mine is stepping foot in a cafe. And I don't mind saying that I'm surprised that you have acquaintances in a place like that.
Not acquaintances, Mr. Kemper. Friends. Dear friends from days gone by. Why, my husband, Ephraim Levi, believed in life in any place you could find it. Cafes, ballrooms, and yes, even theaters. Why, Even when times were bad, every Saturday night, like clockwork, down the stairs of the Harmonia Gardens we'd come. Ephraim and me.
Well, it's all very well to come down like clockwork, Mrs. Levi, but you're asking Ermengarde to work there.
Well, it is the only way to show Horace Vandergelder we mean business. Now, you will go to the Harmonia Gardens. You will tell them Mrs. Levi sent to you, and incidentally tell Rudolph that Dolly's coming back, and I want a table for two and a chicken for 8 o'clock tonight.
All right, Cornelius, the bottom row looks good. Now hold it to the ones up top. Whoa, not too close. They're looking like they're ready to bust. Holy cabooses! Cornelius, I can smell it from up here.
Get dressed, Barnaby. We are going to New York. Out there's the world outside of Yonkers. Way out there beyond this pig town, Barnaby. There's a slick town, Barnaby. Out there, full of shine and full of sparkle. Close your eyes and see it glisten, Barnaby. Listen, Barnaby. Put on your Sunday clothes, there's lots of world out there. Get out the brilliantine and dime cigars. We're gonna find adventure in the evening air. Girls in white on our perfume night, where the lights are bright as the stars. Put on your Sunday clothes, we're gonna ride through town in one of those new horse-drawn open cars. We'll see the shows at Delmonico's, and we'll close the town in a whirl, and we won't come home until we've kissed a girl.
Put on your Sunday clothes when you feel down and out. Strut down the street and have your picture took. Just like a dream, your spirit seemed to turn about. That Sunday shine is a certain sign that you feel as fine as you look.
Beneath your parasol, the world is all a smile that makes you feel brand new down to your toes. Get out your feathers, your patent leathers, your beads and buckles and bows, for there's no blue Monday in your Sunday clothes. Come on, Barnaby, we are going to New York. Elevated trains, the lights of Broadway.
Holy cabooses!
The stuffed whale at Barnum's Museum.
Wow!
Come on!
Put on your Sunday clothes when you feel down and out. Strut down the streets and have your picture took. Just like a dream, your spirit seemed to turn about. That Sunday shine is a certain sign that you feel as fine as you look.
Beneath your parasol, the world is all a smile
That makes you feel brand new down to
your toes. Get out your feathers, your buttons, your beads and buckles and bows, for there's no blue Monday in your Sunday clothes.
dog, stop sniffling. Don't cry on the felices. We haven't missed a train yet, thank the Lord. Lovely, you're improving. Now get all 11 paces. We're 7 minutes late. All aboard!
All aboard! All aboard! Put on your Sunday clothes, there's lots of world out there. Put on your silk cravat and patent shoes, for I can feel adventure in the evening air.
To town we'll trot to a smoky spot where the girls are hot as a fuse.
Put on your high silk hat and at the turn of cup, we'll wear a handmade gray suede button glove.
We'll join the Astors as Tony Pastors, and this I'm positive of, that we won't come home. No, we won't come home. No, we won't come home until we fall in love.
Put on your high silk hat and at the turn of cup, wear a handmade gray suede button glove. Join the Astors and Tony Pastors, and this I'm positive of, that we won't come home, that we won't come home, that we won't come home until we fall in love. Oh dear, oh my, will you look at that? 10 o'clock and the shop's not open yet. It's all because of that impending marriage, I tell you. What marriage? Oh, I thought you knew. Why, the marriage Mrs. Levi is arranging between Mr. Horace Vandergelder, the well-known Yonkers half-the-millionaire, and my employer and friend, Mrs. Irene Malloy. Although, if you ask me, he'll never take the place of her late husband, Mr. Peter Malloy. May he rest in peace wherever he is, I'm not sure. He was a caution, you know. Oh, it's all too much, what with late husbands and new marriages. And on top of everything else, Miss Mortimer returning this hat for the 3rd time. Same old story. More cherries and feathers, to catch a beau, I suppose. Although, if you ask me, she'd do better with a nice heavy veil. I told her ribbons down our backs is what we'll be wearing this summer if we want to catch a gentleman's eye. But she'd have none of it. More cherries and feathers she wants on today of all days, when that poor dear sweet Mrs. Malloy has had enough on her mind with the...
With what, Minnie?
With the door. It's stuck.
It's stuck? Then push!
And as I was saying, Mrs. Malloy, I could bite my tongue for the things I've said and, well, the things I'm going to say, but as long as I've gone this far, I might as well go all the way. Mrs. Malloy, why?
Say it, Minnie. Why have I decided to marry Horace Vandergelder?
Mrs. Malloy, I didn't ask you that. I would rather die on the rack than ask you such a personal question. But as long as you did bring it up.
I am marrying Horace Vandergelder for one reason and one reason alone, Minnie. To get away from the millinery business. I hate hats!
Mrs. Malloy!
And I can no longer stand of being suspected of being a wicked woman with nothing to show for it.
Oh, Mrs. Malloy.
Don't protest, Minnie. All millineresses are suspected of being wicked women. That's why I can't go into restaurants or balls or theaters. That's all the proof that they'd need. Take my word for it, Minnie. Either I marry Horace Vandergelder or I break out of this place like a fire engine. Oh no, not Miss Mortimer again.
Miss Mortimer, I'll take care of it.
No, Minnie. Leave it be. You can make another hat for Miss Mortimer if you'd like, but I'll be wearing this one myself.
Mrs. Malloy, you can't. You're a widow, and, well, that hat, well, it's provocative, that's what.
Is it, Minnie? Well, who knows who may walk into the shop today, and provocative may be just what I want to be. I'll be wearing ribbons down my back this summer, blue and green and streaming in the yellow sky. So if someone special comes my way this summer, he might notice me passing by. And so I'll try to make it easier to find me in the stillness of July, because a breeze might stir a rainbow behind me that might happen to catch the gentleman's eye, and he might smile and take me by the hand this summer, making me recall how lovely love can be. And so I will proudly wear ribbons down my back, shining in my hair, that he might notice me. And so I will proudly wear ribbons down my back, shining in my hair, that he might notice me.
Mrs. Malloy, wild horses could make me ask this next question I'm going to ask, but I'm going to ask it anyhow. Mrs. Malloy, do you love Horace Vandergelder?
No, Minnie, I don't. Peter Malloy, God rest him, was my one share of love, and I'm not saying that I was shortchanged. Once is enough for a woman, as long as it's true love, and it was that. Minnie, look, there's two men staring at the shop.
Men?
Why, I do believe they mean to come in here.
Men? In the shop of Mrs. Malloy? What shall we do?
Do? Why, flirt with them, of course. Oh, I'll give you the short one.
Mrs. Malloy, and you with all that talk about love.
Love enough I've had, Minnie. It's a bit of an adventure I could do with yet. We'll get them all heated up and then drop them cold. Oh, it'll be good practice for married life. Now, Minnie, you go into the workroom. I know a few ways we can perk up our appearances. Plus, a bit of ways to only make them more nervous and easier for us to...
If you say vampire, I'll scream.
Vampire! And so, I'll try to make it easier to find me in the stillness of July. Because a breeze might stir a rainbow behind me that might happen to catch the gentleman's eye. Oh, Minnie, we'll get an adventure out of this yet!
Oh, we'll get an adventure out of this yet, Barnaby. All day long, we wander around New York, and nothing happens. And then we come to the quietest street in the city, and suddenly...
Vandergelder!
Is he still out there? Go look.
He's sitting right outside. Cornelius, are you sure this is an adventure?
You don't have to ask, Barnaby. When you're in one, you'll know it all right. How much money have you got?
Let's see. 40 cents for the train back, and 30 cents for dinner, and 20 to go see the whale. That's 90 cents. Why?
When those women come back out here, we'll have to pretend to be customers. Customers, that's it! Maybe the best thing that we can do is pretend that we're rich. Then we won't have to spend anything. We're two men about town looking for hats for ladies. Good afternoon, Mrs.
Malloy.
Here, Cornelius Ackle.
Here, Barnaby Tucker.
My pleasure, gentlemen. Now, what can I do for you?
Well, we're two
we're
ladies
hats
about
around
town,
and we
looking
wanted
for
to buy some women,
Malloy,
you see,
and we
and
were
then-
wondering. We want a hat. For a lady, of course. And everybody said go to Mrs. Malloy because she's so pretty. I mean, her hats are so pretty.
And so reasonable, too, Cornelius. As reasonable as under $1 would still leave us enough to go see the whale.
Pay him no mind, ma'am. He's come all the way from Yonkers just to see a stuffed whale, and he's all excited. Just keep watching the street, Barnaby, and maybe you'll see it pass.
Is it big and black with mean little red eyes?
Yes.
It's sitting right on that bench.
Excuse me, Mr. Hackle, but did you say Yonkers?
Oh, yes, ma'am, Yonkers. And forgive me for saying this, but you should see Yonkers. And by that, I mean perhaps a Mr. Malloy would like to see Yonkers too.
Oh, I'm a widow, Mr. Hackle.
You are? Oh, she's a widow, Barnaby. Oh, that's too bad. I'm sure Mr. Malloy would have loved to see Yonkers, especially in that hat. On you, of course, not him. May he rest in peace. You're Catholic, aren't you? Well, do not let that worry you. I would be willing to change. Mrs. Malloy, if you should ever happen to have a Sunday free anytime in the near future, I would be more than happy to show you Yonkers from top to bottom.
Well, as a matter of fact, Mr. Hackle, I might be there sooner than you think.
Oh, really?
You see, I have a friend who lives in Yonkers.
Do you?
Perhaps you know him.
Perhaps we do.
Oh, although it's usually foolish to ask in cases like these, isn't it? It's a Mr. Vandergelder.
Horace Vandergelder?
Vandergelder's hay and feed?
Do you know him?
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
We don't know him. No.
Well, Mr. Vandergelder's well-liked and a substantial man, they tell me.
Oh, a lovely man, Mrs. Malloy, just lovely. Only one fault as far as I know. He's hard as nails.
Cornelius,
Perhaps your friend might like this one.
Look out! Begging your pardon, Mrs. Malloy.
Gentlemen, what are you doing?
Just help us, Mrs. Malloy. We will explain everything later.
Come out of there this instant.
We're as innocent as can be, Mrs. Malloy.
Now really, Mr. Hackle, Mr. Tucker, I insist you come out of there this instant or I will be forced to... Mr. Vandergelder.
Mrs. Malloy, I don't suppose Miss Levi is here, is she? She was supposed to meet me on that bench 10 minutes ago. But she can just go looking for me if she likes. When I make an appointment, I like for people to be on time. Here's a gift for you. Chocolate-covered peanuts, unshelled. That's the expensive kind. Did I just see you talking with two men?
Men? Men, Mr. Vandergelder, now really, what would two men be doing in a ladies' hat shop? Now let's go into my workroom. I am so anxious for you to see it.
I saw it last week.
So you did. Well, Mr. Vandergelder, what is new in the hay and feed business? I understand you have 3 friends, all hard as nails.
What on earth are you talking about?
Yonkers. I hear it's a beautiful city.
And who's been telling you about Yonkers, may I ask?
Nobody. A friend.
A friend?
Well, you see,
He?
A customer. Mr. Vandergelder, someone quite well-to-do, as a matter of fact. Oh, perhaps you know him. Although it's usually silly to ask in cases like these, isn't it? It's a Mr. Cornelius Hackle.
Did you say Hackle?
Why, yes.
He happens to be my head clerk is all. Mrs. Malloy, I demand an explanation.
And I am going to give it to you. Why shouldn't she know Cornelius Hackle? Everybody in New York knows Cornelius Hackle. Why, he is in all of the fashionable homes. He's at the opera. He is even at the Harmonia Gardens restaurant 3 times a week.
Impossible. He's only got $146.35, and I keep it in my own safe.
Mr. Vandergelder, you're killing me. He's one of the Hackles. They built the canal.
What canal?
The Erie. Both.
It ain't the same man.
Who pulled the horses out of Jenny Lynn's carriage and carried her through the street? Cornelius Hackle. And who dressed up as a waiter at the 5th Avenue Hotel and dropped an oyster down Mrs. Astor's... Well, I can't say that, but it was Cornelius. He is the playboy of New York. Now, don't deny it, Irene. I can see you were quite taken with him, just like everyone else.
Dolly, I've only seen him once in my life. Now, really, Dolly, what on earth are you talking about?
Excuse me.
Of course.
Of course.
Minnie, hold your tongue.
There is a man in there.
Now look here, if there's a man in that
No,
closet...
you can't, Mr. Vandergelder. It's too dangerous.
No man that hides in ladies' closets can frighten me, Mrs. Levi. Now stand aside.
No man indeed. I'm sure you'd make short work of any man. All those muscles. I can see them now rippling back and forth under your shirt. Ripple, 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 back and forth. Ripple, ripple, ripple.
The last time, Mrs. Levi, stand aside.
Stand, indeed, Mr. Vandergelder. That is exactly what the courts will want to know when you are accused of entering that closet without a search warrant. I mean, what do you stand for if you don't stand for the law of this great land? I know what I stand for. I stand for motherhood, America, and a hot lunch for orphans. Take off your hat, sir. Betsy Ross's flag is passing. Do you see them on the hill at Gettysburg? Neath that great triumphal arch. If you see him as he's tramping through the cramps of wrath, stand up and march, march, march.
This does not affect you, sir. I came here at 14 years of age as an immigrant girl, and I must echo what that proud and patriotic man,
Moses.
Thank you. I stand for motherhood, America, and a hot lunch for orphans. Take off your hat, sir. There's a tear-stained eagle passing. Do you see him on the bridge at Waterloo? Neath that great triumphal arch. If you hear
I stand for motherhood, America, and a hot lunch for orphans. Take off your hat, serve Betsy Ross's flag is passing due. You see him on Hill at Gettysburg, in a great triumphal arch. If you see him as he's trampling through the grapes of wrath, stand up and march, march.
7 years ago.
March, march. To form a more perfect union. March, march.
Damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead.
March, march, march.
So, you see, Mr. Vandergelder, there couldn't possibly be a man in that closet.
It's you!
God bless you.
Mrs. Malloy.
Well, Mr. Vandergelder, there is a man in that closet.
Aha!
And another one under that table.
What the devil?
There also happens to be a very simple explanation, but for the present, good afternoon.
Oh, the whole room is corralling with men. Ow, I will simply never get over it. So, I take it I'll see you later this afternoon then, Mr. Vandergelder.
You shall, Mrs. Levi, and with a certain young lady on the float at the end of the parade. Good day, Mrs. Malloy.
Mrs. Malloy, I can explain everything.
I do not wish to hear an explanation, Mr. Hackle. Just you and Mr. Tucker do me the pleasure of leaving my shop at once, or I will be forced to call for Officer Gogarty.
Well, if you ask me, Irene, calling an officer is letting them off too easy. The law courts, that's where they belong. I've been adding up the legal offenses that these two have committed, and believe me, you've got grounds for at least 2 writs, a non-cumbus mendus, and a garnishee. Now, the first thing to do is prove that you tried to settle it amicably first. Have dinner with them.
Dinner?
Is that really necessary, Dolly?
It's how things are done in the law, Irene. Dinner first, garnishee afterwards.
Well, if it must be, Mr. Hackle, Mr. Tucker, you may take Miss Fay and myself to dinner.
Delighted, Mrs. Malloy. Just delighted. I speak for Barnaby as well. Now, I hear there is a very nice restaurant down in the railroad station.
Oh, no, Mr. Hackle. If the Harmonia Gardens is nice enough for your fashionable friends, it's nice enough for us. I hear that they have a lovely orchestra there, Minnie.
No, we can't go there. Now, don't misunderstand me. It isn't the money or anything. It's the whale.
It's the
whale. It isn't the whale, Barnaby. It's the dancing. You see, they have dancing in places like that. They have exhibitions, even contests, and I don't know how. It would take me weeks, months, years to learn. And Mrs. Dolly Levi, 33-year-old chief clerks, taught how to dance.
Now, it is very simple. You put one arm here and one arm here.
It's no use. I have absolutely no sense of rhythm.
Well, absolutely no sense of rhythm is one of the primary requirements for learning by the Gallagher-Levi method. Just give me 5 minutes of your time, Mr. Hackle, and I'll have you dancing in the street. We'll start with lesson 7, the waltz kick turn. Now repeat after me. Right foot touch, left foot touch, right foot kick, left foot kick, and spin, and kick. All right, Cornelius, hold your arms wide open. I'm coming in. Oh! Well, to think of the lovely woman that will find heaven in those arms. to lesson 1. Put your hand on her waist and stand with her right in your left hand. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Look, I'm dancing. Oh. Well, I was.
Of course you were, Mr. Hackle. Take the someone whose arms you're in. Hold on to her tight and spin. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Wow, I'm dancing.
Turn around, try floating through the air. Can't you be a little more aesthetic?
Don't you think my dancing has a polish and a flair?
Well, the word I think I'd use is athletic.
Well, my heart is about to burst. My head is about to pop. And now that I'm dancing, who cares if I ever stop? I, Cornelius Hackle, sport and dancing!
You're next, Mr. Tucker. Glide and step and then step and glide.
And everyone, stand aside.
He's dancing!
You could learn to polka if you worked a week or so, or the tango filled with passion seething.
I might join the chorus at the Castle Garden show.
Well, whatever you do, for God's sakes, keep breathing. For my heart is about to burst. My head is about to pop. And now that we're dancing, who cares if we ever stop?
When there's someone you hardly know that you wish you were closer to, remember that he can be near to you while you're dancing. Though you've only just said hello, he's suddenly someone who can make all your daydreams appear to you while you're dancing. Make the music weave a spell, whirl away your worry. Things look almost twice as well when they're slightly blurry.
As around and around you go, your spirits will hit the top. And now that we're dancing, who cares if we ever stop?
2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
And now that we're dancing, who cares if we ever stop? How are you, Mrs. Rose?
The same. Pains in my back, aches in my side, and stabs in my liver. But I'm fine. My daughter Franny got married, you know.
Did she?
A year ago last September. It's been such a long time since you've lived here, Mrs. Levi. Such a long time.
Ephraim, let me go. It's been long enough, Ephraim. Every evening for all these years, I've put the cat out. I've locked the door. I've made myself a little rum toddy, and every evening before bed, I said a prayer, thanking God that I was independent, that no one else's life was mixed up in mine. And then one night, an oak leaf fell out of my Bible. I put it there when you asked me to marry you, Ephraim. A perfectly good oak leaf, but without color and without life. And I suddenly realized that I had become like that leaf. For years, I had not shed a single tear, nor had I been filled with the wonderful hope that something might turn out well. And so, I've decided to rejoin the human race, and Ephraim, I want you to give me away. Before the parade passes by, I'm gonna get in step while there's still time left. Before the parade passes by.
Dolly, Cornelius is taking us down to the 14th Street Parade. Oh, everybody will be marching. Come with us, Dolly.
Irene, you're crying.
Yes, Dolly, the world is full of wonderful things. Come with us.
I will, Irene. I will. Before the parade passes by, I'm gonna go and taste Saturday's high life. Before the parade passes by, I'm gonna get some life back into my life. I'm ready to move out in front. I've had enough of just passing by life. With the rest of them and the best of them, I can hold my head up high. For I've got a goal again, I've got to drive again. I want to feel my heart coming alive again. Before the parade passes by. Look at that crowd up ahead. Listen and hear that brass harmony growing. Look at that crowd up ahead. Pardon me if my old spirit is showing. All of those lights over there seem to be telling me where I'm going. And the whistles blow, and the cymbals crash, and the sparklers light the sky. For I'm gonna raise the roof, I'm gonna carry on. Give me an old trombone, give me an old baton. Before the parade passes
Mrs. Levi, she's beautiful. Everything you said and more. Hold on, Miss Money, I'm coming. I'm on my way. Hey, wait, stop. Thief, pickpocket. That's my fiance. I paid for that girl. I want all the parts. Miss Money, what have they done to you? Mrs. Levi, what is the meaning of this?
Nothing to get upset about, Mr. Vandergelder. Just a last-minute substitution. Miss Money had an urgent business appointment at the Mint. They were running a little bit short, so she's helping out. But she will meet you at the Harmonia Gardens restaurant at 8 o'clock tonight.
That's the most expensive restaurant in the city.
Oh, and as it should be. What food, and the fastest waiters in New York. By the way, I'm going to be a little bit late tonight, so Miss Money will meet you out front. Where do you see her, Horace? All dressed in yellow with baby pink shoes, humming an old tune. Sweet Rosie O'Grady. You couldn't miss her if you tried.
All right, I'll go. But only because I already paid for the introduction, and I might as well get my money's worth. But from here on out, Dolly, you are discharged as my marriage broker. You hear me? From here on out, you're a woman just like any other. Where are we going? Where are you taking me?
Ephraim, he is as good as mine. For I'm gonna raise the roof, I'm gonna carry on. Give me an old trombone, give me an old baton before the parade passes by.
Hackle. We've just loved looking at the lights of 14th Street these past 4 hours, but perhaps you'd better call the hack or else we won't get to the Harmonia Gardens on time. Oh, there's one. Yoo-hoo.
No, we can't do that, Mrs. Malloy. Now, don't get me wrong, it isn't the money or anything like that. It's just that nowadays, really elegant people never take hacks.
Oh, yeah, Hacks is out.
They all go by streetcar.
JP Vanderbilt and Diamond Jim Morgan.
Then by all means, a streetcar.
Just imagine, think, I've been elegant all my life and I never even knew it.
Of course, if you really want to be elegant,
We do?
you walk. Yes, New York, it's really us, Barnaby and Cornelius.
All the guests of Mr. Hackle are feeling great and look spectacular.
What a knack there is to that, acting like a born aristocrat.
We've got elegance. If you ain't got elegance, you can never, ever carry it off.
All who are well-bred agree Minnie Fay has pedigree.
Exercise your wildest whims tonight. We are out with Diamond Jims tonight. Could they be misleading us?
Silver spoons were used for feeding us.
We've got elegance. If you ain't got elegance, you can never, ever carry it off. Middle class, don't speak of it, savoir-faire. We reek of it, some were born with rags and patches, but we use dollar bills for matches. And Vanderbilt kowtows to us.
J.P. Morgan scrapes and bows to us.
We've got elegance, we were born with elegance.
Have you noticed when I hold my cup, the saucer never moves?
And the way I put my pinky up indubitably proves
That we've got elegance, we've got built-in elegance, and with elegance, we'll carry it off. Got elegance.
If you ain't got
Elegance, you can never, ever carry it off. We got elegance. We got elegance.
Minnie, look, they're counting their money again. Isn't that just like the rich? Well, gentlemen, aren't you going to escort us in?
Of course, Mrs. Malloy. Barnaby. Mrs. Malloy,
Yes, Mr. Hackle?
as we start inside, may I...
Yes, Mr. Hackle?
Mrs. Malloy, may I put my arm around your waist?
Yes, Mr. Hackle. Oh, but I must warn you, a corset is a corset. But I don't want to be on stage. I just want to get married.
But you heard Mrs. Levi. This is the only way to prove to your uncle that we mean business. Now, can you cry a little bit faster? You're throwing off my step.
It was costly, but they do afford the best viewing entertainment.
$1.40, Cornelius. That's all that's left.
Are you sure? Count it again.
Prepare yourself for a big night, Minnie. We are out with two of New York's best-known sports.
I did miscount, Cornelius. It's only $1.35. I'll count it once more.
No, don't! We can't afford it.
I'm going to order everything on the menu. Waiter!
I have told you before, sir. You have to. This table is reserved for Levi and Barney.
And who do you think I am? Why, only it's Horace Vandergelder in party. She's in my party. I ain't in hers.
Mr. Vandergelder, of course. It's just that Mrs. Levi mentioned nothing about bringing
My personal physician. That's enough rouge, doctor.
But Mrs. Levi only ordered a chicken for two.
Chicken. Chickens are dear.
And pâté maison, sour de jus, and pumps, please.
Why didn't you tell me this was an Oriental establishment? We'll take 2 bowls of rice. Now get out. So, Miss Money, I understand you carry respectable sums in your belt.
Yeah, $2. Only it's in my garter.
Sweat.
It's sweet of you to worry about our reputations, Cornelius, but Minnie and I don't care who sees us tonight. Well, Minnie, what have you decided?
Oh, I couldn't have anything at these prices. I really couldn't.
Great grindstones, what a sensible girl! Waiter, bring us 4 glasses of beer, a loaf of yesterday's bread, and some cheese.
Yesterday's bread? Cornelius, now I know how you keep half of New York in stitches all the time. Well, Minnie, have you ever tried pheasant?
Pheasant?
Say, why the closed curtains? You ashamed or something?
It's not that. I just felt a slight chill.
Well, why didn't you say so? Here, I'll loan you this. Now, let's order something to hold us over until the rice comes. Waiter! Can you bring us a roast suckling pig with chestnut and oyster stuffing, cheese fondue, and some ladyfingers? Now, what do you have?
It's sweet of you to worry about our digestion, Cornelius, but I'm sure that the pheasants are fresh. We'll have 4, please, and a nice red wine.
Wait a minute, no wine.
No wine.
Champagne.
Champagne!
It's once in a lifetime, Barnaby. We'll have champagne and Neapolitan ice cream and hothouse peaches. And Barnaby, give the band leader a nickel. Tell him to play To a Wild Rose. We want music while we dine.
Say, this is a cafe, isn't it? Let's dance!
The Vandergelders do not dance, Miss Money. We're Presbyterian.
Well, then fine, I'll just dance myself. Give the band leader $2, will you? And tell her to play something refined. I'm gonna do the hoochie coochie.
All right, Cornelius. I'll send for the band, but promise you won't order anything else.
You wait here, Miss Money. I'll tell the band to play a nice waltz. Lap dance, please. Look, you. Give this to the band leader. Tell him to play a waltz.
Here's a nickel for the band leader. Will you tell him to play a...
Whoopee!
Miss Money!
2 more pheasants, please.
Cornelius!
My purse!
My wallet!
Look, you. That's my purse.
Woo!
Miss Money, get off that table. You're dancing in the stew.
Excuse me, but this is my wallet. I know it's my wallet because it's only got 3 dimes, 5 pennies, $1, and... Cornelius! Cornelius! Did he say 2 pheasants? 3, 4 pheasants for the house. And it doesn't matter if I don't see the whale. I'll buy one of my own!
Sir! What's this? Shouting? How many times have I told you not to shout, boy? This is the Harmonia Gardens, not one of those. But sir, she's here. What? Are you sure, boy?
Exactly as you told me. 8 p.m. on the nose up, she pulls in a carriage. Out steps a tall lady with long red hair and the
biggest handbag I've ever seen. It's she. Mrs. Levi! She's back!
Rudolph, is it true? I heard laughing outside the kitchen window and it sounded like...
It's she! It's Dolly! Fritz, tell the band. She just stepped out of her carriage. Rudolph, it's true, no? It's true, yeah. She just stepped out of a white and gold carriage pulled by 6 black horses with scarlet plumes. Rudy, she's here.
Hello, Harry. Well, hello, Louie. It's so nice to be back home where I belong. You're looking swell, Manny. I can tell, Danny. You're still growing, you're still growing, you're still going strong. I feel the room swaying as the band's playing one of my old favorite songs from way back when. So bridge that gap. Fellas, find me an empty lap. Fellas, Dolly will never go away again.
Hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly. It's so nice to have you back where you belong. You're looking swell, Dolly. We can tell, Dolly. You're still growing, you're still growing, you're still going strong. We feel the room swaying and the band's playing one of your old favorite songs from way back when. So
Here's my hat, fellas. I'm staying where I'm at, fellas.
Dolly, you'll never go away again.
I went away from the lights of 14th Street and into my own personal haze. But now that I'm back from the lights of 14th Street, tomorrow will be brighter than the good old days.
Those good old days. Hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly.
Glad to see you and let's thank my lucky star.
Lucky star.
You're looking great. Stanley, lose some weight. Stanley, Dolly's overwhelmed and overjoyed and over par.
I hear the eyes tinkle and the lights twinkle, and you still get glances from us handsome men. So
Golly gee, fellas, find me a vacant knee. Fellas,
Dolly, you'll never go away again. You're looking swell, Dolly. We can tell, Dolly. You're still growing, you're still growing, you're still going strong. I hear the eyes tinkle and the lights twinkle. Yeah, you still get glances from us handsome men. So
Wow, 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 fellas, look at the old girl now, fellas.
Dolly, you'll never go away again. Eyes tinkle, see the lights twinkle. Yeah, you still get glances from us handsome men. So Dolly, you'll never go away. Dolly, you'll never go away.
Excuse me, girlie. Dolly? Dolly Gallagher, what are you doing in that outfit? And you're half an hour late, and I demand an explanation.
Ernestina.
Exactly.
Ernestina, whom I trusted.
She wanted to do the hoochie coochie.
Well, she always was artistic, Horace. I'm gonna have them move our table down front. There is someone in the dance competition I particularly want you to see. Now let's not say another word about it. I am as shocked as you are. I couldn't eat a thing. What have you ordered?
What you wanted? A chicken. Now about that hoochie coochie girl.
Did you say a chicken? I don't think I could face a chicken. Not a chicken, not today, not after what's happened.
Good. Then cancel the chicken.
And bring a turkey.
What are you doing now?
Nothing. Just looking the place over, getting acquainted with surroundings.
That's the trouble with you, Dolly. Always getting into other people's business. Always putting your nose where it doesn't belong. Why, anyone who married you be as nervous as a cat.
What? What's that you're saying?
I said anyone who...
Horace Vandergelder, get that idea out of your head this minute! Why, the idea of you even suggesting such a thing. Understand, once and for all, that I have no intention of marrying you.
I didn't say that.
Well, I certainly hope not. Horace Vandergelder, you go your way, and I'll go mine. I'm not some Irene Malloy whose head can be turned by a few chocolate-covered peanuts unshelled. Why, the idea of you even suggesting such a thing.
You misunderstood me.
Well, I certainly do hope not. But if I were to get married again, it would be to a far more pleasure-loving man than you. But let's not say another word about it. Oh, here's the waiter with our food now. Oh, I'll serve Mr. Vandergelder, Rudolph. There is some white meat for you, and some dumplings, lighter than air they are, and some giblets, very tender and very good for you. No, as I was saying, Horace Vandergelder, you go your way, and I'll go mine. Start right in on the wine. I'm sure you'll feel better at once. Although, since you did bring the matter up, there is one more thing I ought to say.
I didn't bring the matter up at all.
One more thing I ought to say before we forget all about it. Yes, it's true. I am a woman who likes to know everything that's going on, who likes to manage things. But I wouldn't like to manage anything as out of control as your household. Well, you'll have to do that yourself. God helping you.
It's not out of control.
Let's not say another word about it then.
Good.
Oh, no, the pity of it is a complaining, quarrelsome, friendless soul like you is no sort of companion for me. You know, you salt your beets, and I'll salt mine.
Would you stop saying that?
I won't say another word. Except this, you know, at your age, Horace, you should enjoy hearing the honest truth.
My age. You're always going on about my age.
Well, I don't know what your age is. But I do know that in Yonkers, with bad food and a bad temper, you'll double it in at least 6 months. Have some beets. They're good.
I don't like beets.
Yes, the pity of it is you could be a perfectly charming, witty, amiable man if you wanted to be.
I don't want to be charming.
But you are. Look at you now, you can't help it. Now sit down, Horace, and let's talk of something else. Although, before we change the subject, there was one more thing I need to say.
If it's to ask me to marry you, Dolly, no.
I suppose that means you want me to ask you. Well, I'm sorry, Horace, but I'm turning you down.
How can you turn me down when I haven't asked you anything?
Oh, it's no use arguing. I've made up your mind. Here, let me cut your wings.
I don't feel good. I'm going back to my hotel.
But you can't go now. The dance competition is about to begin.
Here's the money to pay for dinner. Here's 20. Wait a minute. There's nothing in here but a dollar, 3 dimes, 5 pennies, and a button. This isn't my purse. I've lost my purse.
Barnaby, that purse that you found.
Impossible. I can't imagine you without your purse.
It's Vandergelder's. Cornelius, we have to get out of here.
What am I going to do? I've never been here before. They don't know me. Stop eating that. I can't pay for it.
Horace, it is the latest thing. A polka. Oh, and there is one dancer I really want you to see. Rudolph, move our table down closer so Mr. Vandergelder can observe his graceful movements.
That man. That dancer.
Oh, isn't he wonderful? You know, with talent like that, he's sure to win the solid gold cup.
Mrs. Malloy, it has been a perfectly wonderful evening. But I'm afraid we're going to have to cut it a bit, excuse me, short.
But Minnie, it's a polka. Cornelius, I simply must have just one dance.
But Vandergelder is right there. We have to go.
We will go, but we'll dance our way out.
Cornelius Hackle.
Mr. Vandergelder!
Barnaby Tucker.
Mr. Vandergelder.
Ermengarde. Dolly Levi, what is the meaning of this? This is your doing.
Mr. Vandergelder, I can explain everything.
I don't want an explanation. You are fired.
Hey! Officer! Arrest that man!
Get your hands off of me.
What? Under arrest.
Arrest?
Arrest
I didn't do anything. Let Mrs. Malloy go. She didn't do a thing.
All right, millionaire. We always have to try to promise ourselves.
I don't like beats.
I don't like it. The only job I want is burying you when you die.
You'll be a ditch digger the rest of your life.
The defense rests, Your Honor. No, there will be no need to call witnesses, ladies and gentlemen, for when I look upon that bench, I see a brow that gleams with honor, 2 snow-white whiskers that bristle with fair play, and a nose. I ask you to look at that nose, ladies and gentlemen. A nose that shines like a beacon through the night, like a beacon of justice. Your Honor, would you turn a little bit this way so we can get a better look at your beacon? Oh, a living symbol of the motto of this great land. E proboscis unum. Your Honor, I ask for the freedom of my clients and the verdict of guilty for the only real culprit here. Horace Vandergelder of Yonkers, New York.
Dolly!
The only man responsible for these grievous charges of destruction to private property.
A curtain torn, a waiter bruised, and a solid gold cup bent!
Cruelty to a poor, unfortunate minor. Would you mind repeating that, dear?
Begging your pardon, Mrs. Levi, but if it please the court, I have something to say.
Well, go right ahead, Mr. Hackle. I was just about to call you.
Cornelius Hackle, if you dare testify against me, you'll be discharged.
Well, you've already done that, Mr. Vandergelder.
I'll do it again.
You've done it again, too. But even if you hadn't, I would still say what I have to say. Your Honor, I don't know much about inciting to riot or disturbing the peace, but what I do know is that what happened to me today, which is the most important thing that can happen to a man, might never have happened. If I had obeyed your orders and stayed in Yonkers. Your Honor, I am talking about none other than love.
You're telling me that after 33 years, you've fallen in love because you take one evening off?
Oh, no, Mr. Vandergelder. I didn't fall in love with Mrs. Irene Malloy of this city in just an evening. An hour. Even that's too long. What's less than a minute?
A second?
Less than that.
A moment.
That's it. I'll go slowly so you can get it all down. It only takes a moment for your eyes to meet, and then your heart knows in a moment you will never be alone again. I held her for an instant, but my arms felt sure and strong. It only takes a moment to be loved a whole life long. Oh, isn't the world full of such wonderful things? There I sat, cooped up in Yonkers for years and years, and all the time wonderful people like Mrs. Malloy were just walking around. Then I didn't know them at all. I don't know whether you can all see from where you're sitting. Well, for instance, the way her eye and cheek and forehead come together right up here. Can you? I tell you right now, a fine woman is the greatest work of God on earth. You can talk all you like about Niagara Falls and the pyramids. They're not in it at all. Of course, I've seen women before, but today I talked to one and they're so different from men. And they're awfully mysterious too. I bet that you could know a woman 100 years and never be really sure whether she liked you or not. Today, I lost so many things. My job, my future, everything that people think is important. But I don't care. Even if I have to dig ditches for the rest of my life, I will be a ditch digger who once had a wonderful day.
Mr. Hackle, right after it only
Takes a moment, but his arms felt sure and strong. It only takes a moment.
he held me for an instant, but his arms felt safe and strong. It only takes a moment to be loved a whole life long.
And that is all that love's about.
And we'll recall when time runs out
That it only takes a moment to be loved a whole life long. Yes!
Well, that is your life, Horace. Without clerk, without niece, without bride, and without your purse. I suppose there's only one thing left for me to say.
If it's to ask me to marry you, Dolly, never. Not in a million years. No.
That's not what I was going to say at all, Horace. All I wanted to say was... Goodbye!
What?
Goodbye!
Now hold on.
Oh, it's no use. I failed. And when a woman fails, there's nothing else she can say.
Wait.
But...
Hold on.
Goodbye! 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 Don't try and stop me, Horace, please! hand and whisper so long, dearie, you ain't gonna see me anymore. But when you discover that your life is dreary, don't you come a-knocking on my door, for I'll be all dolled up and singing a song that says, you dog, I told you so. So wave your little hand and whisper so long, dearie, dearie, should have said so long ago. For you treated me so rotten and rough, I've had enough of feeling low. So wave your little hand and whisper so long, dearie, dearie, should have said so long ago. For I can hear that choo-choo calling me on to a fancy new address. Yes, I can hear that choo-choo calling me on aboard the Happiness Express. I'm gonna learn to dance and drink and smoke a cigarette. I'm getting as far away from Yonkers as a girl can get. And on those cold winter nights, Horace, you can snuggle up to that old cash register. It's a little lumpy, but it rings. Don't come on knocking, I'll be all dolled up and singing a song that says, you dog, I told you so. So, Horace, you will find your life a sad old story when you see your dolly shuffle off to glory. Oh, I should have said so long ago.
And I wouldn't marry you, Dolly, if you're the last woman on earth. Not if you asked me 1,000,000 times. I didn't need you then, and I don't need you now. So you go your way, and I'll go mine. Dolly, Dolly, Dolly!
You stamped, Mr. Vandergelder?
What? Oh, Cornelius, it's you, is it? Come crawling back, have you?
Oh, Lord, no, Mr. Vandergelder. I just thought I'd stop by to pick up my money. $146.35. You see, I've decided to go into business for myself. And since the only business I know is hay and feed, I'm opening my own store.
Cornelius has found the perfect location, Mr. Vandergelder, right across the street from you.
So, you think you could compete with Vandergelders, do you? Well, just you try. Aha! Another one come crawling back. What do you want?
My back salary for the past 6 months. $6.12.
What? You can't do this to me. I'll go to the courts. I'll get lawyers.
Horace Vandergelder, as I live and breathe. And don't you look handsome in that outfit? Oh, so few men nowadays have the courage to wear fawn yellow and taupe.
Dolly.
Oh, now I know what you're going to say, Horace. You are not satisfied with Ernestina. Well, I happen to have found another girl for you, the ideal wife, but don't let me interrupt. You were doing something. What were you doing?
Getting Cornelius's money, Dolly. $146.
Oh, and 35 cents.
Plus the $6.12 he owes me.
And the money my mama left me, $52.48.
38.
48!
All right. If it's the money you want, the safe is upstairs.
Money, 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 money. Horace Vandergelder's money. It's like the sun we walk under. It can kill or cure. Vandergelder's never tired of saying that the people in this world are fools, and in a way, he's right, isn't he? We're all fools. Himself, Cornelius, Irene, myself, and we're all in danger of destroying the world in our folly. The one way to keep us out of harm is give us the 4 or 5 human pleasures that are our right in this world, and that takes a little money. The difference between a little bit of money and no money at all is enormous and can shatter the world. And the difference between a little bit of money and an enormous amount of money is very slight, but it can shatter the world also. It's all in how you use it. As my late husband, Ephraim Levi, always said, money, pardon the expression, is like manure. It's not worth a thing unless it's spread around, encouraging young things to grow. At least, that's the opinion of the second Mrs. Vandergelder. Which reminds me, Ephraim, I am waiting on that sign.
Well, don't just stand there. That goes upstairs.
Horace, as I was saying, I have found the ideal wife for you.
I don't want you to find me no ideal wives, Dolly. If I want an ideal wife, I'll find one of my own. And it's you, damn it.
Horace!
I know I've been a fool about Mrs. Malloy and that other woman, but forgive me, Dolly. Forgive me and marry me.
Horace Vandergelder, stop right there.
What do you mean?
You know as well as I do that you are the first citizen of Yonkers. That would mean that your wife had to be a somebody. Answer me, Horace. Am I a somebody?
You are a wonderful woman.
You're partial. No, it won't be enough for you to dress your future wife in jewels and money and insist she be a benefactress to half the town. By the way, it is bad business having Cornelius open a store right across the street from you. You better take him back as your partner.
Partner?
And then Barnaby can have Cornelius's old job.
Now, hold on, Dolly.
That way we can all be together when we dance in Ermengarde's wedding.
That's it. You've gone too far. I'll dance at no weddings. Besides, I don't know how, and it would take me weeks, months, years to learn. All right, I'll dance.
Oh, Horace, I never thought I'd hear you say such a thing.
That front room, idiot.
Horace Vandergelder, what is going on up there?
Oh, nothing. I just thought I'd have the old wallpaper done over in blue.
Horace.
I know it ain't worn out yet, but that fella's just got it started in business and needs a good push. It's like I always say, money, pardon the expression, is like manure.
Thank you, Ephraim.
Hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly. It's so nice to have you here where you belong. I never knew, Dolly, without you, Dolly, life was awfully flat, and more than that was awfully wrong.
Here's my hat, Horace. I'm staying where I'm at. Horace, Dolly, you'll never go away
Wonderful woman.
again.
Oh, Dolly, well, hello, Dolly. It's so nice to have you back where you belong. You're looking swell, Dolly. We can tell, Dolly. You're still growing, you're still growing, you're still going strong.
Take the someone whose arms you're in. Hold on to them tight and spin. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. While I'm dancing, as around and around you go, your spirits will hit the top. And now that we're dancing, who cares if we ever stop?
He held her for an instant,
But his arms felt sure and strong. It only takes a moment to be loved a whole life long. Put on your Sunday clothes when you feel down and out. Shut down the street and have your picture took. Just like a dream, your spirits seem to turn about. That Sunday shine is a certain sign that you feel as fine as you look. Beneath your parasol, the world is all a smile that makes you feel brand new down to your toes. Get out your feathers, your cats and leathers, your beads and buckles and bows. For there's no Blue Monday in your Sunday clothes.
ladies and gentlemen, today is our last show, and we do stop and recognize our seniors. This is going to be a hard one. But one more time, if you saw what I saw and have seen in the halls of this building over the past 2 weeks, you really would be amazed. And I think you saw the product tonight. So please, one more time for these students. All right, at this time, we are going to ask Robert to join us up here. I know he's in the house. Robert, come on up. Robert Bevilacqua. Robert is going to join us along with Laura Ray, Madam President and Mr. Vice President, along with Isabella Duncan, our senior Isabella, senior Peyton Mosca, and senior Anna Martin. At this time, seniors, would you take your last bow? Anna. We love you, Dolly. Laura Ray. The students, the underclassmen, and myself, we are extremely proud of you. We send you off with pride and love and joy, and know that your endeavors are going to be great. We are so thankful for you, and we will forever be changed because of you. Thank you. Parents, I know you want to wrap your arms around them. Thank you so much. You were a wonderful audience. Mr. P and the orchestra, thank you. To our tech, everyone, good afternoon.
Wait! Hold on. We have one more bouquet that needs to be given out. Everybody, please get on your feet for our fearless leader, Miss Altman. Woo!